Hey YouTubers, it's nice to see you again. Today's video is going to be a remake of a video that I did about 4 or 5 months ago. Posted it on another channel which was Fact or Fiction, but that's recently closed down, so the video is no longer available. So I thought I'd do a remake of it and post it on the Ugly Teenagers channel, which is our main channel, and it's also sub-edited by Fact or Fiction. And the video we're going to do tonight is about, are we alone in the universe? Are we the only inhabitants of this vast universe? Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, share it, and most importantly, if you can, give it a subscribe. See you later. Back in the 1960s, Gene Roddenberry penned the phrase, "Space, the final frontier." And from that phrase became the biggest franchise in television history, the birth of Star Trek. Now, each Star Trek mission was on a 4-year mission to boldly go where no man had gone before. Another good phrase penned by Gene Roddenberry. The topic we're going to discuss today, I think you gathered, is space. Is are we alone in this universe? Are there other inhabitants? Do we have distant cousins or doppelgangers elsewhere in this universe? Well, I'm not an astrophysicist. It's just my opinion. I mean, it's just an unbiased opinion of what I think and what science is telling us. So, disclaimer, I'm not a scientist. I can barely add 2 and 2 together and get 5. Are we alone? I dance and the distance and how long it takes to travel, and the fact that the real boffins, the astrophysicists and the physicists, string theorists, M-theorists, they all believe that there's about 40 billion planets, similar to our own planet Earth, suitable of sustaining life. But the only problem is, there are distances away that we can't even comprehend reaching. Now, bearing in mind that our nearest star to our star is Alpha Centauri A and B. And they're 81,000 years away from us. 81,000 years. That's how long it's going to take us with our current propulsion systems on our rockets and our spaceships, which we haven't got. We've just got an international space station that keeps bouncing off our atmosphere as it goes around the world. Bounces off, bounces off, bounces off, because it's continuously falling. But it bounces off and gains momentum to reach 27,000 miles per hour. which exactly is what we need to get off of thrust to get off our planet to go to the moon. 27,000 miles per hour of thrust to leave our orbit to go to the moon or to another planet. Now, I lost my train of thought there. Yeah, so Alpha Centauri A now 1,000 miles away from us. That's 4 light years. 25 trillion miles from our sun to our nearest sun. Now we struggle to get past the moon. We can't get past the moon, which is 444,000 miles. So unless the inhabitants of other planets are much more advanced species or more advanced in evolution, who have the technology, who have the brain power, maybe they don't talk to each other now, maybe it's all done by telepathy. That's how they can manage, or teleportation, that's how they can manage to go from one planet to another planet without it even phasing them. So for us to actually get further than our own galaxy, we would have to build a ship so vast and have to populate it with people that can reproduce, because they would have to continue to reproduce and reproduce and reproduce and reproduce. And by the time they get to a planet in another galaxy that's suitable to house them, they're probably about 3,000 generations past already. And 150, 250, 350 trillion light years away. Go to the distances that we're talking about. And bearing in mind that the universe at this current time is moving away from us. So those distances are going to get even more greater to travel. Simply because the free motion of the planets that we're on today, we are moving further and further away from our sun. But we don't know it yet, because the sun, at the rate of speed that we're moving away, the sun's getting bigger. And it gets bigger by about a couple of centimetres a year, or a couple of inches a year, something like that. I know it's small, but big enough to create problems for us. If we're about 2 degrees out, or the sun is too close, we end up losing our Goldilocks band. And what the Goldilocks band is, it's where we're not too far from the sun, we're not too close to the sun, we don't freeze, we don't burn. We're at the right place. But as that sun gets bigger and bigger because it's burning itself out, we're going to be in the wrong place. Now, unless we can rely on aliens, as we like to call them, giving us a helping hand, we're doomed. And they'll survive. But we do have to get off of this planet. And we do have to cultivate other planets far away from this sun, in another galaxy, next to a sun that is at the age of our planet right now, which is 4.5 billion years old. And once we reach other planets and colonise, we can then evolve, and we could be the ones travelling at warp speed. But not in this generation. So that's my rant. That's my views. We're not alone. Maths confirms that. 40 billion planets suitable of sustaining life, and we're the only ones? I don't think so. Landing will want to kill us. we've only just met them and they want to annihilate us, according to the movies. I'm pretty sure they've come a long way not to kill us, but to get to know us. Well, I'll leave these thoughts for you. 40 billion planets, habitable. Are we the only ones in this universe, which is substantially large? You can't even put a word to say how big it is. It's that big. It defies any words. It would be an insult to give it a word as to how big it is. But one day, maybe, or maybe they're already rivers. Men in black, aliens living between as humans. Now, wouldn't that be funny? Hey? I think so. Men in black, aliens living between us. Aliens with human bodies, living a human life. And one organisation that is aware of it, while the rest of us go about blissfully wondering if there's anybody out there. Anyway, it's been nice talking to you. Look forward to talking to you again on the next subject. Till then, stay happy. Look forward to
Bye.